come and do my morning routine with me. So I've got 10 animals. I've got to look after 8 of them this morning. And I thought I'd take you guys along with me. So when I wake up, Ada is out and Tigger is out. Hi, buddy. I'm going to come back to Tigger. Ada, come. Hi. Good morning. Morning, handsome man. Morning, missus. Hi. Oh, that's so much love. Come on then. Morning, Jane. Let's go. Oh, it's been raining. I wasn't expecting rain today. Lovely. Out we go. 1, 2, 3. And I will come back to Bailey and come back to the cat. So Jane's here. So then obviously in the morning, things I have to do, that's a PR parcel, don't sneak peek. These go in the freezer because I have defrosted them overnight. There's a banana that's been put here, which means Chris has left it for me to use for enrichment. Hi, darling. And then the cats are really easy. So I make sure they've got food, it's up there so the dogs don't steal it. But yeah, that's pretty easy. That's the cats, the 2 indoor cats done. This goes in there. I'm going to leave these guys out there for 5-10 minutes while I sort out Tiggy. I've got to do his breakfast and I've got to do his litter tray. But he's a pretty good boy for his meds, aren't you? He's a pretty good boy. Tiggy then gets shut in his room for the day. So actually he will stay in here until I get home from work. He's very happy in there. He's got his big cat scratching house, all the stuff that he needs. And now that Tiggy's away, it's time to get Bailey out. So Bailey is my rescue golden retriever and he is not very good with cats. And you might be thinking, how on earth do you make that work? You just have to do a lot of management. Morning, mate. On your way then. Big stretch. Big stretches. You big stretch. Hey. So, good boy. He then has to go out for a wee. Bailey! So again, because of the cats, Bailey has to go out on a lead when he goes to the toilet in the garden. The trio are still here. It's only been like 4 minutes. Hi everyone. No, we're going this way. We're going this way. Back out. Whoa, steady. Don't jump on me yet. I've got clean clothes on. Come on. Good boy. Go wee wees. Hi Jojo. Ada, come on darling. 4 dogs that I've toileted means it's time for me to go and get ready. So I'm going to go wash my face, brush my teeth, put on a little bit of makeup. And this is also a good time to tell you guys about Skin and Me. Because if you didn't know, you can get a £3.50 trial for Skin and Me, which is a top tier skincare brand. Comes personalised, you can find it in my link tree. Okay, when you next see me, I'll be looking a lot better. Done. I've done my makeup, just did a little bit of makeup, nothing crazy. Just taking my probiotics and my multivitamins, and also I need to do my deodorant. So I've just swapped to the Fussy deodorant. I wasn't wild, and controversial take, I've swapped to Fussy just because I was getting told off for using wild. And because this is my job, I gotta be a little bit careful with things. So I've moved to Fussy. I do have a discount code for you guys. I think it's 15% off. 10%, 15. Anyway, it's in my link tree if you want to go find that as well. Go put this on, and then it's time to go and start exercising dogs, sorting them out, feeding them. I've got to leave the house in 1 hour 15 because I've got a riding lesson. So I might not necessarily exercise everyone, but I'm going to see how much exercising I can get them done. Get how much exercise I can do with the dogs. I am going to take Ada out for a hand feeding morning session. So she's going to have a silicone treat pouch, and I think I'm going to use Koya today as her kind of food. So Koya is a complete raw, freeze-dried raw food. My dogs are on like different dog and like a normal kibble, but when I'm hand feeding, I like to use something a little bit nicer or like more high value. So either Koya or Koya Kibble Plus. Today we're going to be using, I think this is the chicken one. And by the way, you can use BB25 and get 25% of that. Although it sounds like I'm just plugging loads of things, but I'm not. I've just worked really hard to be able to get you guys discounts on all the things that I use daily, because I think that is kind of what an influencer should be. Like, you shouldn't be just promoting things for fun. Like, you should be promoting things that you genuinely believe in. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so that's Ada's breakfast put here, and then I'm just going to give the others some food, and then while I'm out, they can have their breakfast, and by the time I'm back, it should have digested enough that I can think about exercising these guys, but I think it might end up that I don't exercise them until I'm back from my horse riding lesson, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to do snakes for the cockers, and I'm going to do this guy. It's called a rouleau. For bales. I just need to get some dry food. We used to give us a page for those, so I'll make them those and then come back to you. Right, Joseph, Minnie, Dad, good girl. Right, come on, Toonsy, we're taking you out for your brekkie. Come on. Good girl. Hi, Bells. Good boy. Bailey knows what's up. He knows he only eats in his room because he's a guardy boy, aren't you? There you go, mate. Enjoy that. Right, should we get you dressed? Come here, then. Come here then. What do you want to wear today? What do you want to wear? Shall we put you in... Well, first of all, Ada, in your bed. Thank you. Wait. Shall we do our Twiggy Tags Tidal? That always seems a safe bet. And shall we do... Oh, can you see her little shadow? Shall we do a horizon today? Let's do a horizon slip lead today, because how pretty is that? That's from Twiggy Tags. Wait, hang on. Yep, that's the right way round. Let's do that. Okay, right, leave that for a second. What do I need? I need my whistle. And I need my boots. I'm breaking in a new pair of boots today, my Rydell boots. We're going to go out for our morning walk. It'll be about half an hour. We're going to do loads of training, stuff like that. I am going to film it for TikTok, so if you want to go and watch Ada's walk, go over there because it should be uploaded before this video. And when I get back, I will see how much we can get done before I have to leave. Me and Ada have just got back. We had quite a good walk. We actually ended up doing quite a lot of reactivity training. And while we were on our walk, I filmed 2 videos. One is edited and uploading now. The next one I'm going to edit and upload before I go to my riding lesson. So I've just let Bailey out. I'm just grabbing all of his breakfast things that I will go and wash up because they've got a bit of furry. And then I don't think I am going to exercise the dogs before my riding lesson, on the basis that I want to take Bailey gun dog training and film it. And the spaniels, I might actually take somewhere to walk them, like Leaf Hill or something. So on that basis, today's morning routine was only exercising 1. It really differs every single day as to what I do exercise-wise with the dogs. Some days I will get up and walk them and they'll be walked, you know, by 9, 10 a.m. and that's them done for the day. Today is, because today's kind of like a filming day, it probably will be that they just kind of get done as the day carries on, and also it's not too hot today, so I have the day to do it. And obviously because my job sometimes is filming what I do with the dogs, counts as work. Although it does mean I never get to just like walk and enjoy walking the dogs, so I have to work while doing it. That is the dog's breakfast things washed up. Now you might be thinking, Lily, I thought you had 2 horses. Why are you not with the horses? Regular question. So my horses are out 24/7 at the minute, and even if they're not, my yard owner, the way it works on my yard is she does their like morning checks. So they don't actually need anything in the morning. She doesn't really necessarily do me any jobs for me. She just checks them. So checks they're alive, checks no one's lame, checks they've still got water, which they do. They've got a massive trough and a massive bucket. So their water will be absolutely fine. In the sparser months, she will also give them hay for me in the mornings if they need it. At the minute, they're not on hay. And then I go down in the afternoon, muck out, poo pick, scrub water, do waters, make feeds, all that kind of thing. She'll also feed them for me if I leave the feeds ready. So if I leave the feed out, so Ivy was on 2 feeds a day. She's not anymore because she's getting a little chunky. Doesn't need it any at the minute. But will probably overwinter. When that's the case, my yard owner does it for me. So I do pay a little bit extra, but it's still fairly reasonable. But that's why I'm not the horses this morning. I'm very lucky, but I suppose you pay for the privilege. But yeah, I don't have to do them in the morning. I could if I wanted to, but your girl's got enough to do. Also, the only other animal in my house that I haven't looked at is the gerbil. So if you didn't know, we sadly lost Nelly the hamster a few days ago. So now there's only one small furry in my office, and that is Perry. Now Perry bites. Perry is not not an animal to interact with. He is an animal to look at, and he's an animal that when you want to clean him out, you catch him in a smaller cage, shut him in that, clean him out, and then you have to release him very quickly and not get your fingers caught. So I checked he's alive. So he's running around still. He's got food, he's got water. And that's pretty much all I do with the gerbil, is literally just check, is he alive? Is he good? Is he got food? Has he got water? He's happy. And then I only like deep clean him once a month. Because fun fact, small animals don't actually want to be cleaned out really, really often. It really upsets them. So we spot clean. I spot clean. But that's it for him. So dogs are fed, watered. 1 out of 4 is exercised. Cats are all fed, medicated. So now it is half an hour until I leave my riding lessons, or half an hour until I start my day. And I'm going to sit and edit some videos, maybe film a couple videos quickly if I can, and then get editing. And then the rest of my day, which you guys won't see, but the rest of my day will look like editing, filming, gun dog training a Bailey, take the spaniel somewhere for a nice run, hopefully Leaf Hill. I've got to do some admin on my laptop. I spend a lot of time replying to comments. So already this morning I've read, I want to say 200 comments on TikTok, because I've kind of got a video going viral. So that's kind of what I do all day. Like it's one of those where like it doesn't look like I do a lot, but actually I do a lot. But anyway, I'm going to leave this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed coming on my morning with me. Let me know if you would like a nighttime version, if you want a full-time version. Do you want a weekly vlog, a daily vlog? What do you guys want? Let me know.